Ladies, I'm here on the show. I'm here to talk about Game 2 of this National League Division Series. The Philadelphia Phillies beat the New York Mets. 7-6 reaction here to even this series. 1-1 as we go back to New York for Game 3 on Tuesday. Oh my God, what a hell of a game. Just what a hell of the last two recaps. From last night, my Dodgers recap, a hell of a back and forth game to this one. And the Phillies walk it off. Nick Castellanos was hella clutch in this game. Had a solo homer that tied it. Got a single in the 8th. Scored to get the go-ahead run. And then in the 9th, walks it off. That was a bad pitch by Miguel right there. A hanging slide piece over the plate. Gets crushed for a walk-off. But just what a hell of a game. Back and forth. There's just so... as a baseball fan, that was an absolute classic. Just watching this game. It's just crazy how clutch the Mets are when they're down. They were down 6-4 heading into the 9th inning. And then they hit a 2-run homer to freaking tie the game. Just absolute insanity. Like, I just don't get how the Mets freaking come back every game. But if you're a Phillies or Mets fan, you're looking for blood pressure medication after this game. But one of the best postseason games, one of the best games of the postseason, ends in a Nick Castellanos walk-off. Just a really huge win for Philadelphia. They needed this win, because you couldn't risk going down 2-0 heading back to New York. Just absolute cinema. Just love playoff baseball. I feel like the Mets kind of gave that away, though. I don't know if you should have kept Miguel in there. I mean, I know he got the 2 outs and a 1-2 count. I don't know. I mean, he had to pitch Miguel because Diaz blew it, but he shouldn't have even pitched in the 7th inning, I thought. But you just gotta give credit to Philadelphia, man. Because through the first few innings, their offense, I was like, here we go again. Here we go. Because their offense was really quiet early through 5 innings. They had 2 home runs, a 2-run homer in the 3rd inning, an RBI. There was another solo homer in the 6th. They were down 3-0. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Because their offense was pretty bad, but then Luis Severino gives up that 2-run homer, and then he gives up a solo homer to Castellanos, back-to-back homers to tie this game. Just Luis Severino was in a groove. He was grooving to the music. But yeah, then all of a sudden, he lost it, gave up those homers. And all of a sudden it was 3-3, but then New York takes the lead back on a Brandon Nimmo solo homer in the top of the 7th. Immediately responded to the Phillies' punch. They threw that punch. The Mets, they went punched back. Make it 4-3. But then the Phillies get 3 in the bottom of the 8th with a 2-run triple from Bryson Stott. I called him out last night in the recap, and he delivered with that 2-run triple that Bryson Stott. And then Mets couldn't get the out at home. Run scored there, made it 6-4. But then Mark Vientos hit a pair of 2-run homers in this game. He hit a 2-run homer to tie the game, 6-6. But then Philly got those walks. Got a walk with Harper, or I think with Turner and Harper, and then Castellanos walked it off. I mean, he kind of got lucky. Harper didn't walk it off. Hit a pitch that just went foul. And 7-6 ended up being your final. That's your scoring summary. 1-1. The series is now tied. Severino went 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, no walks, 7 strikeouts. And just what a game, and just so much happened since the 6th. But that game, I mean, I know Severino pitched good, but that game's got to be... Luis Severino has to take some blame here. Luis Severino has to take some blame here, in my opinion, because 2 outs in the 6th, up 3-0, doesn't matter that Harper's up, you have to get out of that inning with the lead. Instead he gives it back-to-back jacks. That's where I feel like this game turned. for the New York Mets and for the Philadelphia Phillies. And just bad all around. Severino, Butto, Diaz, and Miguel let the Mets down tonight. Just bad all around. Mendoza deserves some criticism, like I mentioned as well. A lot of over-managing once again from him tonight. And Mendoza also could have pulled Severino after that dinger, but I know it's hard trusting this pen, but Butto could have gone 2 or 3 innings. He's the one guy, I guess, who's earned trust. I shouldn't say Butto was bad. He got the final out, I believe, of the inning. But yeah, at bat of this Mets game was Trey Turner when it was 3-0, a 1-2 pitch. Severino made a bad pitch and Harper goes deep, changed the game. So, he was dealing in 5 innings, and the heart of the order got to him. Third time through the order got to him. Butto, 0.2 innings pitch, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts, and Edwin Diaz. 0.2 innings pitch. He got 2 hits. He gave up 3 runs. He got 1 walk. He got 2 strikeouts. But most importantly, he gave up 3 earned runs, Edwin Diaz. He got a strikeout to have an inning. And then, of course, he choked. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of torn between because I don't know if you can fully blame Edwin Diaz. I mean, and the bullpen, because Mendoza is throwing his closer in random spots and using random relievers sometimes to close. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you have roles for a reason. And I guess him being in the 7th was correct. I'll say that. But into the 8th, don't think so. It's only correct because he got the out, but it was closer than it should have been. Again, he's the closer, and he was brought into the 7th inning. But he didn't do his job as well. He didn't do the job. He's just not that good of a pitcher anymore. But the only one concerning thing about this New York Mets team is all the guys who have had blow-up outings are their best relievers. Maton, 3 runs in Game 2 versus Milwaukee. Butto, 2 homers against Milwaukee, 2 runs. Diaz, 3 runs versus Philly here in Game 2. Butto and Maton have been fine, honestly. That's just one outing on their part. Edwin Diaz has just had too many of them. But at Citizens Bank Park, he's went 16 and 1/3 innings, giving up 17 runs. And they put him in the 7th inning. Well, it only worked because he struck him out. But then he gave up those 3 runs in the 8th. Tyler Miguel, 1.1 innings pitch, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. So Diaz gets the blown save. Tyler Miguel gets walked off. So this is going to be a dogfight here, man, in this series. It feels like you can't trust anyone in the bullpen right now. To be honest, it just feels like you can't trust them. The Mets just have to start walking people because it feels like it backfires there. And Tyler Miguel was badly missing in that last inning. I would have thought about getting somebody up there in the bullpen. But they're using their bullpen a lot, and it could come back to bottom. But yeah, the Mets dropped this game 7-6. 1-1 series now. We're evened up here on that show. So now we're going to talk about the Phillies pitching. Mets this series is now tied 1-1. Mets had 11 total hits, 6 runs. Philly 10 total hits, 7 runs. Get all your basic stats here out of the way. Each team had an error. New York scored 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, 2 in the 9th. Philly scored 3 in the 6th, 3 in the 8th, and 1 in the 9th. They finally got going in the second half of this game. Christopher Sanchez. 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Solid outing from Christopher Sanchez, I thought. Besides getting up 2 runs to that 2-run homer, and then I thought he pitched fine. 5 innings of 2-run baseball. Jose Ruiz, 1 inning, 3 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, but no strikeouts. Orion Kirkering, 1 inning, 1.0 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. So Orion Kirkering wasn't exactly lights out. Yeah, he had 3 strikeouts, but I don't know if he's just not. I don't think in the big spots he just hasn't delivered for this team. He had 3 strikeouts, but he just hasn't delivered in the big spots. Estevez, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Matt Strahm, 0.2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Look, he choked last night. He did it tonight too. 2 straight games he's choked. I just don't think you can trust him at a big spot right now with Matt Strami. Jeff Hoffman, 0.1 innings pitched, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. So now we'll get to the offenses here. Lindor was 2 for 5. Vientos 3 for 4, walked 4 RBIs. Nimmo 2 for 5 and RBI. Alonso 1 for 4, walking an RBI. Iglesias and Martinez that were each 1 for 4. Marte 0 for 4. Alvarez 1 for 4 and Bader 0 for 4. For the Phillies, Schwarber 0 for 5, Turner 2 for 1 and walk, Harper 1 for 3, 2 walks, 2 RBIs, Castellanos 3 for 5, 2 RBIs, Stott 2 for 2 RBIs, Realmuto 0 for 3 and RBI, Marsh 0 for 4, Sosa 0 for 2, Bone pinch hitting was 0 for 2, Rojas 1 for 1, Clemens 0 for 1, and Hayes 0 for 1 pinch hitting, a defensive replacement. So yeah, 7-6 is your final. So game 3 of this series will be on Tuesday. I think Tuesday, game 3 in New York. So I'll see you guys for this series. Resuming on Tuesday. Day off is tomorrow's travel day for these 2 teams. So yeah, that's all there's here. So until next time, have a lot. Peace. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys for Dodgers recap tonight, game 2, and for the Cowboys recap on the Sheen.